Fulcrum One's new binaural engine has two modes, room mode and mix mode. In this video, let's briefly talk about mix mode and how to get started. To access mix mode, we're going to go to the object-based mixing tab here on the left-hand side. In there, you'll notice in this project file, I already have my sources and my surfaces, as well as my immersive rig set up. To listen, it's as easy as just clicking the headphone icon here on the sources list. At that point, we'll be presented with our Binaural Quickstart. Here we'll choose our output device, which you can see right now I'm wearing my AirPod Pros, as well as our input source, which I have currently set to a file and a multi-track WAV file. Let's click Next. And in here, we're going to take those however many channels that came from that WAV file, and we're going to be able to patch them to each source. There's also a button up here that is a one-to-one patch, so I'll just click that for now, just to patch them down the line, and then I'll hit Next. On the Spaces tab, we have the ability to take our virtual spaces we've set up for active acoustics, if we have that feature at the venue, and we can actually turn them on for listening in binaural. That'll allow us to basically listen to those ahead of time and ensure that our mix of each individual source into those spaces is kind of where we want it. For this tutorial, I'm going to leave them off and just skip to the next step. This is our start screen where we get our summary, and I'll go ahead and click Start Listening. And now, in my ears, I'm hearing the track in object-based mixing. Let's go ahead and switch over to the Live tab. And we can see now that we have sources that the meters are going on. And so as I drag around this singer, I can hear him moving real time in my headphones. Let's go ahead and click on the audio player widget up the top right. And we get some settings here that we can modify. On the left-hand side, we have our output volume and processing, where I could apply some EQ if my headphones needed some adjustment. Let me go ahead and pause this music so that I can actually talk through this. On the right-hand side, we have our output device and our file selection, again, like we saw in the Quick Start, as well as transport controls here. Down below, we have more related to orientation in the listener itself. So currently our listener is set to manual, meaning that we'll be able to define the yaw, pitch, and roll right here, or we can accept it in via OSC using the ADM OSC protocol. Let's go ahead and switch over to Apple Core Motion. And if you're on a Mac OS device with compatible Apple spatial headphones, we can use Core Motion to actually orient where your head is pointed. So with my AirPods on right now, Fulcrum One is able to interpret that. And so that'll allow me to basically play the track, move these around, and then look around and hear them spatially around me. That is a brief overview on how mix mode with Fulcrum One's binaural engine works. Feel free to check out some of our other videos that might dive deeper into this topic.